And how's it going, everybody? This is Splattercat with episode 5 of our LP / tutorial / walkthrough / whatever you really need it to be of Tropico 4. Where we left off, we were trying to make sure we didn't have too many unemployed citizens, and we were also trying to make sure that we did not have too many criminals, which is what happens when you have unemployed people. And I'm going to go ahead and start the game up here. Take a look at my population. We have no unemployed people, so we have a lot of extra job positions. Unfortunately, you can't really click those to find out what all 10 of them are. I wish I could figure out what they are, but we won't worry about it. I shouldn't have taken this quest down here. I already addressed that, in that we aren't going to export any of the things that the US wants for a long-ass time. It's going to be a bit before we're producing chemicals and things like that. We are, however, building some kind of middle-class houses here and there, which is good, and they are all occupied right now by people that can afford them, which is excellent. I mean, that's really going to help us push our housing quality up. It's already up to 40, so housing quality is great. We do want to start looking into some more entertainment value, though, and I think really our next major thing is we need to get a power supply. I would like to figure out, let's see here, so we can see where they are building that sugar farm. So that's there. We're going to go ahead and build a road straight out like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and build another sugar farm so we can make a bit more money. You really do want farming to be fairly self-sufficient, and I also am going to make, well, we have too many extra jobs at the moment, so we'll let that build and we'll wait for our next cartload of immigrants to the country. We do have a lot of shanties out here, which leads me to believe that we may want to build a tenement out here. That is going to cost us some money. We're going to be riding kind of close to the line here in terms of, I guess I'll put it over here. In terms of our budget, however, we are, well, our general overhead's gotten worse. Well, we'll see what happens. If we go broke, we'll figure it out. We do have, well, not a ton of exports going out. I wish we had more exports going out, and I actually think I'm going to lower imports because I just don't feel... Basically, a new feature with Tropico 4 is that you can import things that you don't have. So if you have like a weapons factory, you can import the iron for it. You just set an amount and it imports as much as it can for this price down here.
Presidente, as you know, the elections in Tropico are under close monitoring from the United Nations, which I represent. We have scheduled mandatory elections 12 months from now.
Okay, so I will write my election speech then, and really you want to address a hot issue. So entertainment is a hot issue with our people right now. I can only praise myself because of the ridiculous traits we got, but our respect is low with loyalists, so that's going to help us a little bit too. And then we're also going to make a mandate. Our mandate... I don't think we should make any major promises yet, so I'm going to leave that out. We are going to look at this...
The importance of the upcoming elections has brought me before you.
I'm going to dismiss that.
One step closer to our goals. Victory is almost upon us, but we must still push forward.
So he gives his election speech, and down here in the bottom right you can see the tallies for the votes.
There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation. The lack of proper entertainment, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them, and it will be resolved, as will all others, in time as the global economy stabilizes. Still, as Presidente, I have worked hard day and night, done quite a job to ensure my worth for the responsibility you have bestowed on me. Gracias, amigos. The past is gone from our shores, but that is not enough. I will bring the future to Tropico. I won't try to blind you with empty promises. I will only promise you honesty and hard work. With the strength of our hearts and minds, we will prevail.
Apparently, El Presidente has something to prove, so he just went off on a long diatribe of demagogy. But, let's see here. We have a tornado incoming, which is just my luck. So we're gonna get this little cutscene, and this is really, really going to suck. It looks like... God. So we're gonna kind of survey the damage. So it destroyed a house, that's fine. If it destroys our police station, I may be upset.
Sir, the number of rebels on the island is growing higher. We should take adequate precautions.
I don't think there's actually any rebels. I think it's just doing that. Our happiness is pretty high right now. The disaster is still occurring. God. It just won't leave. Our citizens are dying. Or maybe he just became a rebel. Never mind. Ugh. What a tornado. El Presidente has been wounded. Fantastic. God. What is this, a heat-seeking tornado? What's going on here? This thing is just killing me. Every time it reaches city limits, it turns around. And of course, our car full of immigrants is going to go right into it. You're gonna be kidding me. There you go. Piss off, Hurricane. Alright, so...
The tornado retreated, Presidente. Let's take a look at our island.
God. They sent us $12,000, but I'm willing to bet that this is going to cost us far more than 12 grand to fix. So we're at 4,500, 8,500. Yeah, it cost us more to fix, so we lost $500. It could have been worse. It could have hit all of our cash crops over here. So I'm thinking more tenements over here is probably a good idea since this filled up and we still have shanties everywhere. So I'm going to build yet another tenement. And there we are. There's another tenement. That is going to affect our goals a bit. At least none of our really expensive stuff got knocked out. And we just exported $15,000. So that keeps us more or less protected for now. We won the election, it looks like. So disasters happen. They're not as devastating as say they are in... I mean, they can be if they hit like a power plant or... You know, your nuclear power plant being hit by a hurricane definitely wreaks havoc, but they're not as bad as, say, in, like, SimCity.
Comrade Presidente, an article published in the Pravda in Moscow has criticized the housing conditions for the masses in Tropico.
Yeah, well, Moscow can mind its own business. We aren't concerned with Moscow anymore. I mean, we're almost at the point where we're self-sufficient, so we're not going to have to cater too much, except to avoid invasions. Now, I'm not going to give out free housing just yet, because I can't sink that kind of cost, but... Let's see... Who's living in this house? Our teacher, with a $10 salary. Okay, so we need higher class living here. Oop, my apologies. I just tried to use WASD to move. There are a number of other things that I really haven't pointed out yet. You can see if you come over here,
Are you a rebel?
you can
All right,
command
all
El
right, I'm
Presidente.
going.
You can tell him where to go.
Coming through!
And as you command
Where
him to
to
go
now?
places, he actually
Coming
puts this
through.
little sun thing on them.
Coming through!
You'll see here.
Time for a walk.
So when he puts a little sun thing on an object, it makes the
This
construction
better
go
be
faster. Or if he goes to a place such as, say, like a tourist attraction, it increases the revenues
Where
you'll
to
pull
now?
from there. I should have mentioned that earlier.
All
We
right,
can
all
increase
right, I'm going.
the construction speeds, though. We are getting more financial aid from the U.S. than the USSR, which I really kind of wanted to do kind of a communist thing here, but... Oop, I don't want you anymore, El Presidente. Go away. Alright, there we are.
Congratulations, Presidente. You have won the elections. People are content that no incidents occurred during the elections. You have their trust and all the credibility of our young democracy.
Alright, so we won the election, which means our game does not end. And we do need people who need medical care, and I just realized that. I don't know where they've been getting medical care from. Maybe they've been getting medical care from the aid station. But I am going to go ahead and put a clinic here. And also, we're going to go up here, and your citizens are limited in what they will do by their regional geography. So if there's no clinic up here saying there's a bunch of people living up here, they won't just get a cab and go down here to get fixed. They'll just be sick and die up here.
The good, God-fearing U.S. citizens like your goods.
I'm going to dismiss that one because we already have that exact same mission. I'm not even going to sit through the conversation. I am, however, going to look and see what else we can get kicking right now. We can't afford a college, but I don't think I want to spend that much money right now. I do kind of want to get our tourism started. Our tourism is really going to benefit from this region over here. So I think what I am going to do is just get a road system running. Let's see, from here to our touristy location. So we're going to cut that right. It's going to connect right there. This is going to be a kind of our major interstate. And there we are. So we now have a road leading to our touristy spots. I really don't want to start bulking up tourism until we have an electric power plant, which I think I'm probably going to put up on this little bluff up here since there's nothing going on up here anyways. It's all desert. I don't think you can build anything there anyways. And then I'll just use power substations to route it. This also limits the damage that can be caused if said power station decides to spontaneously combust and decides to become an agent of enthalpy for us. That's the last thing we want, is for our... God. Oh, I don't even know if I want to say it. The last thing we want is for our delta H to be negative. There, I said it. God, I feel guilty for that one. And here you can see that our sugar plantation is very much in the black. It's making lots of money. So is our papaya. So are our other two sugars. This one's kind of new, so it's still going to need some time. And if you look right here, our logs are also making money. We have not built a lumber camp yet. And I am going to put that... I'm going to make this a priority right now because there's lots of shanties out in this region. The positioning of the shanties really does help you figure out where you should be building houses. That's really what they're an indicator of, is you need housing in this general region. Hopefully a car... There we go. We've got some workers being dropped off. We're now going to take care of business over here. And then I am also... Our first clinic has been built. I did want to leave room so that we can have a college here. And we're in decent shape right now. We're making money. We are definitely just exporting like crazy. I've lowered our imports because we are creating most of the things we need to be self-sufficient. I may build some more food, however, although these sugar farms are taking up a lot of space. And I'm thinking maybe a ranch. We don't have really amazing ranching land, actually. We aren't in a position that I would like to be for ranching, so I guess I'm just going to ignore that for now. So I guess I'll go with... Can we grow anything over here that's a different... Because I would like to diversify our crops a little bit. I guess we'll just get a corn farm going. And then... What else can we get mobile on? Oh yes, we were going to build a power plant. 17,000, that's barely what we have. I am going to pay for the wind turbine just to see if we can pull it off. My overlay is gone. Where's my overlay? Because I get the feeling that this land up here may be useful, and we're having a season shift right now, so you have to bear with me. I'm going to try and powerhouse through it as quickly as possible and as painlessly as possible. For whatever reason, 160 frames down to 1 frame whenever the seasons shift. I've tried it with every graphics configuration. I've tried it with the graphics all the way down, same exact thing. It has to be an issue with Fraps and Tropico. I don't know.
Some Colombian barons have larger armies than ours, sir. This is unacceptable.
We do need to get a military base up and going pretty soon. I do agree with that. If we're going to be a world power, we need to kind of, you know, have things shored up. And I apologize for this. Hopefully the seasonal shift will be over very, very shortly. And there it is. And I think we may be back. Well, maybe not. Anyways, I'm going to cut off the episode right here. This has been episode 5 of our Let's Play of Let's Play Tropico 4. So I will see you in episode 6, and it looks like the seasonal shift is gone and we're back running smoothly. I'll see you next time.